Hey guys, so welcome back to another mukbang. So today I have McDonald's. As you can see here, I have some french fries, chicken nuggets, and a McChicken, and I also have Auntie Anne's here because I've been craving it. So instead of bubble tea today, I'm drinking a lychee oolong tea, and I'm gonna put it in this cup. Today I am going to be talking about college. Oops. I feel like the other mukbang that I did, the first one, if you guys didn't go watch that, go ahead and watch that. That was a really kind of weird one, but it's okay. We're not gonna mess up today. No failing today or whatever. Oh, that's like scaring me, giving me anxiety right there. Okay, we'll stop for now. Okay, leave that to the side. Ooh, this sweater is from that mukbang where I got it. So yeah, it says allergic to mornings, if you remember. Anyways, let's just eat. I haven't had McDonald's in so long. I've been craving it. It's good. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about college. I wrote down like a list of things that I want to talk about because I'm gonna forget if I don't write it down. But I'm gonna be telling you guys my college experience and like just some tips and advice for you if you're deciding whether or not you want to go to college, or if you're like an incoming freshman and you want to know more about the benefits or the cons of college. I haven't graduated yet. I'm midway there, so I'm going to be a junior in the upcoming August. I feel like I could get advice because I've been through all the tough times already, even though there's still more to go. Okay, so my college experience. Okay, so when I graduated high school, it was 2019. No, class of 2019. Anyways, I didn't know what I was gonna do with life. I was like, should I even go to school? But like in my family, it's a tradition to go to school, I guess. You cannot just not go to school if you don't want to. We had to go to school. We have no choice. You know, Asian household. You know how other people, they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this when I get out of high school, I'm gonna do that. But no, I had to go to school with or without a choice. Even if I didn't want to, I had to. So with that being said, I didn't really know what college I wanted to go to, and I just applied to whatever colleges. Like literally, I think I applied to some SUNYs and I did get in. But then when the time came, I was like, do I really want to like leave? Even though I did want like the whole dorm experience. So anyways, I did not go out of state. I stayed in New York. I'm still in New York. I went to John Jay College. If you guys don't know where that is, that's like around 59th Street. Yeah, around there, like Columbus Circle. I went over there. And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a detective, you know, forensic, you know, all that. And then I went to John Jay and it was like not bad. I obviously didn't take like any of the major detective forensic courses because I was a freshman, and you take like gen ed courses first. No matter what major you are, you have to take those classes as a freshman. So don't worry, your first year you could still decide. Even maybe your second year, yeah, you could still decide. So I decided to go to John Jay with my friend. I went and like I tested it out for the first year. Towards the second semester of my freshman year, I just felt like I didn't want to stay in John Jay. So I'm like, should I transfer? So then, like, I guess I was just going through like so many thoughts in my head that time, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna transfer. So I transferred. Wait, no, I lied. I had those thoughts end of freshman year, end of my first semester freshman year. So yeah, I was like, should I just transfer? And then I was like, nah, I'm gonna just stay for the first full year first, and then, you know, like give it some more time. So I did that and I transferred, and I got into the school that I transferred to. my beginning of sophomore year. So I am now in Baruch College, and this is my second semester here, even though it feels like forever. Like, I swear, because of COVID and everything, I've been stuck home. I literally only been in school for my first semester as a freshman. My second semester, I went to school like 2 weeks, and then I was home for the rest of the semester. I started off Baruch online. I'm still online. I don't know if I'm going back in person next semester. It's sad, but I'm also used to it now. Like, and I could cheat on exams, so, but we're not gonna talk about that. You know, so I transferred, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do something business related. But then it's like, do I really want to do something business related? You never know what you really want to do. Like, to be honest, I still don't know what I really want to do, but that's okay. You don't really figure out what you want to do till you actually graduate and look for a job. Not from my experience, from so many people that I've talked to that have graduated. It was just this past semester where I started to join organizations and clubs and stuff like that, even though I didn't get in. Yeah, I got rejected from a fraternity. It's okay, life moves on. I'm not trying again. I don't care. Why do I sound salty? Trust me, I'm not. Anyways, I'm still figuring it out for myself, and most likely I'm gonna continue in this route. I'm not transferring again because, first of all, the transferring process is a shit ton load of work, and don't mind my vocabulary now, but it is like, it's so much work. It's crazy the amount of stuff that you have to do after you transfer. Like, you're going from one curriculum to another. Your mind level needs to catch up. Nearly could not. Over that process, never dealing with it again. I'm staying in Baruch till I graduate, hopefully. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, okay. Let me eat a bite of my burger before you guys think I'm not eating it. I'm eating it. Anyways, pros about being in college. Okay, so I came out with 3 pros that I feel like that are pretty good pros. The first one is it gives you time to find out what you really want to do. Like, instead of staying at home figuring it out every day, oh, what do I want to do today? What do I want to do with my life? What do I want to do tomorrow? You know what I mean? At least when you're in school, you're keeping yourself busy while thinking about what you want to do with life, because you don't want to just stop in one pace, stop in one area, turning in circles all day, like, oh, what am I doing with life? You need to keep it pushing. If you're not going to school and you don't have anything to do when you wake up in the morning, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I feel like we're at an age where we need to think about our future. You're at that age where you need to take up responsibilities for yourself and think about life. Like, you can't not think about it and just think that God is gonna have everything planned out for you, because he's not. Yeah, that sucks. Life sucks. He's not. You're like, oh, it is what it is. No, honey, no. It is not. It's harsh, but it's true. And you need to hear the truth from time to time, you know? Okay. 2. It's kind of related to the first one, but settling down. So what I mean by that is kind of similar to the first one, but more like, how do you explain this? I'm not really that good at explaining. I know. I'm sorry, but it's like, it's like really you giving yourself something to do. If that makes sense. I really hope. Oh, honey mustard is good. I used to not like honey mustard. I like it now. Like, although college is only a couple years, and it's obviously not like, oh, forever settling down, you know what I mean? But like, that drink is so good. Oh my god, holy god dang, I'm gonna get it tomorrow. Okay, anyways, like I don't know how to explain this one. Like I know, like you know how when it's in your head, maybe I shouldn't have put that one, but I put it anyway. Sometimes when I mix some things up, it's in my head. Like, I don't know if you guys go through that same problem when things are just in your head. I don't know, I'm kind of weird. Okay, anyways, the third point is, I love this point because you gain experience. After this semester, I really realized that, wow, there's so much you could do in college while still living your life. Like, okay, get internships, and it's like working while you're still in college. You gain that real world experience, and like you meet so many new people in college, and the connections that you get, it could be insane. Like you never know, you could be friends with your professor and they could introduce you to other people in other fields, in their fields. Like, you know, they have connections, like everybody just has connections. I feel like I can't talk and eat at the same time because I get so concentrated, but then I can't at the same. I don't know, it's weird. I get tired. There is some cons of school that I came up with. Also, tuition could be a really big problem because it is pretty pricey. It's $300 per credit, 3 credits per course. That's already like $900 per credit per course. I mean, the average courses per semester is 4 to 5. Let's just say 4. So that's like 9 times 4. What is that? 3,600. I'm pretty sure that's 3,600. Okay, people tend to still like fool around when they pay for their courses, especially if you're taking also winter courses and summer courses. It's insane because they pile you up so much work that you have no choice but to cheat. I'm not saying cheat, but sometimes honestly you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Can't mess up that GPA. I feel like if you're really serious about going to school and you have to pay for it, you could get a part-time job while in school, or save up, or take a loan if you're really serious about it. If you're not that serious about going to school, what's the point of paying? Only do it if you're really serious about it. Okay, next, there is a lot of homework, tests, man, everything. I just burped, my bad. Some professors just do not care. They will give you so much work that has like, it's just irrelevant too. Like, it's just so much work for what? Like, they just want to pile up work on you because they have nothing else better to do. For me, I would really sit there for hours trying to do my homework and end up falling asleep because it's so stupid. Like, why am I sitting here doing this? I put homework as a con because if you don't do it, they'll actually affect your GPA, which is not a good thing. Okay, the last one, it's a con, but not really. I just put it there because I feel like it's a con. So I said college might feel like a waste of time when you're there. I feel like that sometimes. I'm like, why am I here? Like, this is a waste of time. I'm wasting my time. I could be just doing something else. But then when I think about it, I'm like, what else can I be doing? I'm not talented. I can't do anything that I just want to do. It stresses you out so much sometimes. Like, you're just like, oh my god, so much work. You know, you just cry and cry. But then you wake up the next morning, you're like, wow, I get to go hang out today. I don't gotta do no work. You know, all that, you know. Okay, anyways. Oh, okay. I definitely asked for buffalo sauce and the guy did not give it to me, which I'm really mad about. Like, really mad about. Surprisingly, I didn't use ranch today. Anyways, okay, so. Oh wait, back to my experience for a little bit. Because I forgot to add that in. So, when I transferred schools, I transferred from a detective law school, you know, like John Jay, criminal justice law, whatever, something like that. I forgot the name of it. To a business school. So the classes were different besides the gen ed classes. Since I already knew that I wanted to transfer beforehand, I took, oh, I keep burping. I took a law class and an accounting class in John Jay, so I wouldn't get too behind because I knew I needed to take those in Baruch. Then I had to take like winter courses and summer courses to catch up with my actual grade, or else I'd be considered like a freshman. That's another con about transferring schools. Like, you need to see two schools are like totally different, because that's what happened to me. And the school that you're transferring to might require like different types of classes, so you would need to like check that out and speak to your counselor, like, oh, what can I do to catch up, da, 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 you know what I mean? So they'll do that for you. But yeah, that's just a little heads up if you are thinking about transferring schools. If you ever think you might want to transfer schools, just a heads up. Anyways, the last thing, no, not the last thing, oops, my bad. Okay, so if you are planning to go to college, or if you're an incoming freshman, here are some tips and advice. So I don't know if you guys are like me, like a pretty antisocial. Go to class and sit by yourself. For me, I did not want to make any friends. I would just be by myself all day. I remember in John Jay, I didn't really have classes with my friend, only one class, but then besides that, we didn't have 9 classes together. So I would just sit by myself and be by myself. I would not try to make any friends, add anybody on WhatsApp. But then I really realized that you need to make friends in order to survive in class. Like, you need to. You cannot put your pride on and be antisocial. I swear, that will get you nowhere. Like, if you miss a class, you can text your friend, be like, what I missed, da, 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 da. Like, they'll tell you and stuff, they'll help you out, they'll give you their notes. But if you don't have any friends, you're doomed. You probably missed like a whole hour worth of juicy notes, juicy news. The next thing is what I said before. Do your homework. Yeah, homework is a lot. It affects your GPA, which is not good. So do your homework. No matter like how bad it is, just do it. If I don't want to do homework at first, I'd probably cry, but then I do it. Even though I hate homework, like I hate it. Yo, why I keep burping? The next point that I came up with is ask for extra credit if you need it or if you can. So for one course, I remember as a freshman, I didn't do too well on her tests or anything like that. Like, her class was just not it for me. But luckily, she did give like a lot of extra credit, and they were like pretty easy extra credits. We just had to go to places and take down notes. Extra credit like that, don't think about it like, oh, I'm wasting a day. If you really don't do good in class, extra credit will boost your grade up so much. And especially like extra credit, it gives you time to like bond with the professor. And if they like you, they'll just probably be generous and give you generous points. Like, they're like, oh, Brian, oh yeah, he went to my extra credit event and I really like him. It's a 90, but let me just give him like a 93. Went from an A- to an A. Like, it will really help, I kid you not. Okay, put your pride aside, go to extra credits, don't be lazy. Some professors don't give extra credit, they suck, but for that, you're just gonna have to do their homework. So the last thing is joining clubs and any extracurricular activities. Like I said, I tried out for a frat. I didn't get in. But if your school offers one, you should still try out. You meet like so many new people. It's crazy. And you get to speak to higher classmen. They have way more experience. They'll tell you whatever they know. And even besides frats, you could try out for like clubs and organizations. I didn't get into a frat, but I tried out for an organization in my school. And I am officially a member. Okay, so anyways, I'm really thankful for that, and I really like them. It really helps with you meeting new people, making new friends. It's such a good experience to have. So we are nearly getting to the last point, and this is something that I really want to talk about. It's how to keep yourself organized and do not slack off. So I personally kind of deal with that myself because I tend to slack off a lot and I get really lazy easily. Oh, my bad. I don't think I can do mukbangs. Like, do I just talk too much? Okay. If if I know I have a really full week ahead of me, I will organize my time. Let's say I have like, for all my 5 classes, I have work due the same exact day. I would pick different days out to do them and manage my time. Like, okay, by this day I have to finish this, by this day I have to finish this, and if I don't, no, there's no if, I will. Something that I really do majority of the time, especially during those really heavy workload of weeks. Did that make sense? When I have a lot of work that week, I would plan. Planner, I have 2 planners. This is a mini one and this is a bigger one. This is what I would do. I would write everything down that I have to finish the day by. Let's say the professor tells me the deadline is Monday. I would put the deadline Saturday, because that would tell me, oh, I need to finish by Saturday. And if I really don't, I could actually finish by Monday. Planning is super important. I highly recommend you guys to get a planner, plan it, write it. Planning is so important even outside of school, like planning your days out. When you go to work, you need to plan your days. You can't want to just hang out every day. You need to plan your days. You work today, you hang out tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Another thing is time management. Okay, so for me, I really like to watch TV every single second of the day. I work better at nighttime, so I would usually plan my day, relax a little bit in the morning, and work at night because I'm better working at night. That's totally personal, up to you, but time management is really important. Like, you need to plan your time wisely. You cannot do whatever you want all day and then complain that you don't have enough time to do something because you just didn't plan it. Okay, so another thing is writing daily to-do lists / checklists. So every morning or every night before the morning, you can write what you need to do for the day. I will write down every single little step that I have to do. Brush my teeth by this time, eat breakfast by this time, even though I don't always do it correctly, but that's like a gist of it. And that really helps because it's like a checklist I have to do step by step, and it just makes you feel way more organized and thinking about, oh, what do I need to do right now, because you're just gonna feel so anxious and like, oh my god, I don't have time. But when you have it step by step down and you put like a little box next to it and then you do it, you're gonna like feel so satisfied after you check it off. I really hope that helps. Yeah, because that really does help me when I have a checklist and I can just look at the checklist and see what I have to do by what time. And then at the end of the day, when you finish it, you sign it off and it just feels so satisfying. And then you can go watch TV, hang out, social media, sleep, whatever you want to do. The last point is always email your professor if you have any question or confusion about any homework or anything. I feel like there's a lot of people who are afraid to ask their professors what they have to do. Sometimes they be tripping too, so you always have to email them. Like, it's fine, put your pride aside and email them. If they see that you email them, they'll probably think it's even better because they're like, oh wow, they actually care about the course. That was everything that I wrote. Wow, I feel like it's not a lot, but it is a lot at the same time. Of course, college is not somewhere that everyone will go to. College is not for everyone. Like, I used to think it was not for me too, but it probably isn't. Who knows? I really hope all that information helped at least a little bit. Let me know what other topics you guys want me to talk about. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.